Welcome to the Tea Time Podcast, where it's all about taking a few healthy minutes each day just for you, with your host, Sharissa Bradley.
Hello and welcome to the Tea Time Podcast. I am Sharissa Bradley and I am so excited to have you here. I have always wanted to do something like this. I just didn't know what it was going to be. So I'm very excited to be starting this journey and having you here with me. I really want to make this podcast about learning, and as I learn new things, I'd like to share them with you, and I hope you'll come along with me on this journey. I'm really excited to have you here. I have been teaching in some capacity for as long as I can remember. I'm a big sister, so I've been teaching as early as I had sisters to tell them how to tie their shoes and help them with their first words. And as I got older, I continued to look for ways that I could teach. And when I was going to church, I taught a Sunday school class. And when I was in college, I TA'd for my professors. And then as I got further in my own education, I actually became a psychology professor at the university that I went to school at. And again, I was always looking for some way to teach people. Well, about 3 years ago, I ended up getting really sick, and I was searching for answers for my own health and leaned heavily back onto my psychology and research background and looked as far and as wide as I could into the literature to find out what it was that was going on with me. And I had all the medical testing done, and it came to find out that I had autoimmune disease. So I took the steps necessary to heal myself through food and supplements rather than taking the traditional medical route, because I really didn't want to end up on that path. I wanted to heal and I didn't want to be sick. And I knew that if I started taking the medications that I would always be sick. So I did as much research as I possibly could, and I learned everything that I could absorb at the time in a very brain fog state of mind. And I found a lot of really amazing resources to heal autoimmunity through food as medicine, as well as some other alternative medical practices as well, like chiropractic and acupuncture and things like that. What ended up happening over the course of 2 years was I went through detox, and then I started to heal and my body started to rebuild. And as it started to rebuild, I gained understanding as to maybe why I got sick in the first place. And again, leaning heavily on that desire to teach other people, I realized that this experience through kind of my own Dante's Inferno brought me an understanding that I never would have had to be able to help other people who are going through the same situation that I was, or something similar, or even just hard times in life in general. I now had an experience that I could relate to people with. And I used that as a tool to start a new business and a nutrition coaching practice and help other people and my friends and other people in my community learn how to heal themselves using food as medicine. And again, I was looking for that way to teach people, not just show somebody a food map or tell them, these are the things you have to eat, these are the things you can't eat, but I really wanted to give the education. So how is it that our body is actually operating, and what is the food that we're eating doing to our body, rather than just telling you what to do? So in my nutrition business, I started to get very frustrated because the people who were coming to me who were sick and who needed attention mostly wanted me to give a one-step answer. And as an educator, I like to show people the way and lead them into learning themselves. And because I didn't want to just give away the answers, I wanted to continue to find a way to teach people. So I recently wrote a book about nutrition and your healthy lifestyles and how to get to that point and kind of that journey to get there. But I also wanted a way to connect with you guys every single week. I don't want you to have to wait a whole year every time I decide to write a book about something I learn about. I want to learn at the same time and teach you at the same time. So I'm really excited about this. I really hope you hang out with me on this journey. I really want to do anything I can that can bring you new knowledge. So if I learn something new about the digestive system or some new superfoods or supplements that are really amazing, I'll pass that information along to you, as well as any new books that I'm reading to give you the information right away. I will do weekly or monthly book reviews, depending on how often I can get the information in, and then give you a synopsis so that you can start using the information right away. This way, I feel like I'll be able to share as much as my brain as I possibly can with you, and you'll get a good, hopefully, 20-minute tea time with me. And I really hope you enjoyed this. I will be here every week, having tea with you, hopefully, and sharing with you information that I'm learning and making sure that we can grow together on this journey that we're living through now. Thank you so much for being with me on my very first Tea Time episode, and I hope to see you all next week.
Living well and shining on what you're about. Eating well is loving from the inside out. So take the time and love yourself. Take your plans off of the shelf. 'Cause for all you love, with all that you do, don't forget to love you too.
Thank you for spending your tea time with us. Be sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode.